In our last video, Matthew Plays 2837 said, where the boats travel or their route, you should add water, but rather than the ocean, you could have smaller rivers with bridges to different sections of land. Well, I hate to tell you, Matthew, you just ensued the most boring video ever. Let's do it! Hey, what's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the most boring farming simulator video that I have ever made. I am no stranger to boring videos. We've done quite a few. Actually, we've done a few more than I want to admit. But you know what? Today is going to take the cake. What am I doing? Well, we are going to be chasing each boat. Now, I've been watching, and I think the sailboats all follow the same line, which is good. However, we do have this extra boat here, and we have a tanker out on the outskirts. Both of these take completely different paths. Actually, the one on the outside, the tanker, literally took it 30 minutes to go from one side to the other. I am not looking forward to that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the area where these boats go. So, for example, we're just putting down mud. Doesn't really matter what color it is, because what we will do is we will come back through and we will add water to these sections. We will put down placeable water, and then once that is done, then we can come through, we could dig this part down, and we will have rivers. That is right. As Matthew Plays 2837 so graciously asked, it was a great idea. This is going to take forever. I think this boat right here took maybe 20 or 25 minutes to do its circle. As you can see, I mean, we've come a long way since we started, just in a few minutes, but yeah, this is going to take some time, and it's also going to take a lot of paying attention. Sometimes off screen, I'll set a worker or something like that. No, I can't do that. I actually have to pay attention. This is going to suck. So let's rock and roll. Let's make it happen. Let's do this one first. Here we are. We are almost at the end of 2 of 3 patterns that need to be done. I believe this is the end. We'll go ahead and fill that in just like so. All right, so we've now got a nice big oval right here for this bad boy, and then we have our run for all of these sailboats. So you can see where the water is, you can see where the boats are, where they're going. We'll double check, make sure everybody's right on track. And it looks like everybody is right on track. We'll just double check with this bad boy one more time. And I think both of these kind of collide right here. Might be interesting to see if that boat interferes with any of the boats down here. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? We'll take a look just to make sure this bad boy's good, but I think it is. Now, I've been looking and looking and looking out on the backside. I don't actually know where the tanker is. The tanker should be... Oh, boy. It is not close. Oh, I'm going to be hanging out for a while, aren't we? Well, I guess we go ahead and start placing down water. Yeah, we could do that. Let's go ahead and exit out of here. We'll save the game because, as you know, well, we are very likely going to mess that up. I don't remember where it is. I think it's in decorations. Should be down near the end of here. Anyway, this is one of the biggest undertakings that I've ever done. So if you guys are watching and you haven't dropped a like, drop a like if you're enjoying this. If you're like, Dude, you are crazy. I know. It's not my fault. It's what's his name? Matthew. It's Matthew's fault. Got it pulled up just so I keep reminding myself how crazy this is. So the idea is we will place down water where we've made our runs, and then we will kind of dig out that ground, and that'll be much faster and much easier. There's a couple areas where we're gonna have to make them bigger and deeper and that kind of thing, but that's okay. That tanker on the outside is going to take the most of what we can do. So we should be coming up on the water here soon, so I can show you exactly what we're gonna do with that. Oops, forgot they're not even there. All right, so water station, we've got the largest one. We're just waiting on the boat to come back in. He's coming in, but he's going a little bit slower than I'd like. And I think using the large water right here may not even be what we want to do. Can we use a smaller one? I think the smaller one's probably going to be the best. So yeah, we just kind of come through and place down water. What if we use the medium size? Medium size is a bit larger, might make things work for us a little bit better through here. So it's literally just water like this. I'm overlapping a lot, but I'm doing that on purpose so that I don't mess anything up. Just like so, just like so, just like so, and just like so. And we'll put one out here, why not? Boop. So what do you think? That is the way it is rocking. So we'll just come through and we'll place all those water down, and then we'll dig that area out. Now, this bad boy right here, is he going to be making the turn to come in, or is he going to go all the way on the outside? I know that it comes in, but it might have more than one run. This may be a section that we have to do at a later date. I know that when you start the game, it starts right here. So we may have to exit and then come back in for it to actually like work the way we want it to, because I know it'll go down, I know it'll come back. He's turning in, isn't he? Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that tanker. We will do that at a different date, or I will do that when we're not even... Whoop, bing! We'll do that when we're not even in here. How about that? You know what? I'm just not even going to worry about it. I don't think there's anything to worry about, so let's just not do it. So the rest of this, again, this is going to take a bit of time. It's going to take some time, quite a bit, but this is going to be very worth it when it's all said and done, because once this is completed, we will have a bunch of runs right here. We'll have a bunch of areas where there's water. And I'm kind of excited about that. I am going to make this entire area underwater. So all the way through there. Click that. Good. All right, let's go through here. Click that. And yeah, we're just going to keep rocking and rolling. How about that? We'll see you guys here in just a minute. We will complete this setup. I'll see you in just a minute. So I finished all the water, but this guy actually came in. So I'm going to start painting down where he's going and where he's been. That way we can kind of stay on top of things. And once I'd finish this, I'll actually come out and do like a full dig out of this. This is going to be a much larger area and probably be extended into the outside of the map. This takes a minute. You might be able to see way off in the distance there, I have put down all of the bits of water. So that is all completely finished. We are good. But yeah, don't worry, this will be like tripled outside. So I'll do another area on the outside each way. That way, this, you know, a big tanker like this doesn't go through shallow water. Well, there's a reason that it's all the way out here to begin with. It goes through deep water. So yeah, that's the deal with there. Cool. All right. Well, let's just keep going. This is going to be super boring. I'm not even going to speedy this. I'll just see you guys when this section is all said and done. Almost to the end. Man, this thing takes forever. I know these boats are slow in real life, but come on, man. All right. So you can see this is the way that it has come along. I imagine that we could probably finish this over here because I don't know exactly where it was beforehand, but judging that it's kind of going off in this trajectory, I would imagine we can do something like this, and it very likely be the way that it came. Now, one thing about this is it will have to turn around. So if we come back down here real quick, you guys saw it way off the map. Now, these maps, though it's a 2x map, these maps, they can extend way further out, so that things often like the outside and the, you know, things like that, that way things can show. Well, that boat's got to go down and turn around. So between now and then, I'm not going to worry about that. We've got all of this area down here. It is all filled in. I know it's got this this little plant thing right there that's kind of in the middle, but you know what? It is what it is. That's just what we have to deal with when it comes to all of these water mods. But it looks like I've got all of them done. I do. Let's save the game real fast. Got it saved. And now it's going to be the fun sculpting. How much money do we have, by the way? 34 million? All right, yeah, that should be enough. What we're going to do is we're going to follow along with where these areas were or are, and we're just going to bring them down. All of this, as a matter of fact, this entire area, we're doing this to. Why? Well, simply put, this whole area can be water, so why not make it water? So let's rock and roll. We'll come around, as you can see here, all of the area that was part of everything, we've got to bring it down. Now, this area is not wanting to disappear. As you can see right here, this water, there's definitely water there, but for some reason it's not showing. It's like, it looks like there's no water there. I can't figure that one out. But you know what? I'm not going to try and figure it out. I'm just going to continue along and do what I know. Do what I do and do what I know works. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And all of this through here, we're going to need to fill that in as well. But don't worry, we will, but it will happen at a later date. So, rocking and rolling. Now, how deep is this? This isn't very deep, is it? I don't think it's very deep at all. We might come through, well, you know, I think that'll be one of those later date kind of things where we'll come through and lower that down. But I think for now it'll be fine. You could see the water. Hey, you could even see the waves coming through. That's pretty cool. That's nice. Now, these waves are a little bit lower than where they would have normally been because of where the water is and our water line. The water's actually a little bit higher than the ocean was. So if you guys remember where the ocean was, or maybe you're playing on Sandy Bay and you know where the ocean is, it's a little bit higher than that. So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to come through. We'll finish this up. We'll see what it looks like when we're all done. As we've done previously, we've got all of the water down. Now, what we need to do is smooth out the edges. You can see here, we got all these jagged edges. All we want to do is smooth it out. I've got my brush strength on 3, and I'm running just a circle with some smaller, the smaller circle, like that's the biggest one. So I'm just running something a little smaller, just enough to get the line right here to smooth out so that the ground and everything will smooth from each other. That's all we want, just to get rid of these jagged lines where the ocean or the water, whatever you want to call it, where it meets everything else. So speaking of ocean, we will keep all of this ocean-esque, keep it kind of like that, but some of this will not be. For example, there's some areas right here that we may either try and make it into a sandbar, or we may make all of this one big ocean, something like that. And then there's some areas like over here where I think it'd be really cool to have some type of field in here. Of course, we'll have to make that. We'll have to raise it. The ground is flat, which is going to make it a little bit boring. So what we'll do is, instead of it being just completely flat ocean, we will actually come in and make all that nice and not flat. So we'll raise a few areas, we'll lower a few areas, maybe that are far enough away from the water that we don't have to worry, and then we will come through and smooth all of that out. That way there is some undulating terrain, and we'll be good. Kind of similar to what we're doing right here, though this is more just kind of keeping stuff nice and orderly. Is our boat back in yet? Nope, the boat's following the outside. So it looks like maybe the boat follows some type of figure 8 pattern. It's running real slow though, so that may be something that I try to fix and connect with once we come back in, maybe at another time. So that's what we'll do there. We do have a little bit more smoothing to do. I've done this entire area around through there. It looks like maybe this right here is the only thing left. So hopefully it is. We'll come through get this smoothed out, and then I think we'll be just about finished with everything that we've got, so we could do today at least. And here's what we finished with. That is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like on it, get subscribed to the channel if you do, and join the GoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. This took way too long, especially for what it was, so I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like, please. This was so much work. All being said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later.